Hi, my name is Ron, and I am a grateful believer in Christ who struggles with codependency and people-pleasing. I introduced myself that way because for years I was enslaved to what other people thought about me. And that took a tremendous toll on me. I always thought that if people knew the real me, they would not want to have anything to do with me. And so in order to compensate for that, I would basically become a yes person. I became a very easygoing guy, someone easy to get along with, but all the time knowing and feeling like there was some element of being fake in that, and that I wasn't able to be the real me because if people knew the real Ron, they would reject me. And so that's a tremendous and very heavy burden to carry. Over time, what I found was that I was saying yes way too much. I would frequently overcommit myself and then regret the fact that I had said yes. I worried constantly about what other people thought of me, and so I was constantly trying to present myself in a very positive way, never ever talking about anything negative or anything that I would think that would detract from the image that I wanted people to know or to see. And so what happens with that is that you become a very miserable person. And that can manifest itself in a lot of very bad ways. You end up telling lies, right? Because rather than being truthful and saying what's really going on, you only address the positive and make it sound like you've got it all together. That took a toll on a lot of my relationships. And even though I was a believer at the age of 7, what I found is that there was little intimacy in any of my relationships. I love that word intimacy because I heard it explained once to mean into me see. And because I would not allow people to see into me, I didn't have very intimate or close friendships. I had lots of friendships, but none of them were actually close. I would also say that to be true of my relationship with Christ. I knew a lot about God. I had a relationship with Christ, but it wasn't intimate. As this began to take a toll on me and affect the relationships that were most close to me, I sought out some help with a counselor and ultimately began to attend Celebrate Recovery. And it was through that process and through many, many mistakes and sinful behavior that I came to the realization what was at the root of my issue. And what that was is the fact that I had been sexually abused as a child and I had told no one. So that is a secret that I had kept since the age of 10 and was never willing to share or to let anyone know because I thought if anybody ever knew about that they would reject me, that they would not want to have anything to do with me. And I never realized the connection between that life event and how that shaped my personality. We call those things character defects. And in order to truly have transformation take place in your life, we have to root out the character defects. And that's what I began to work on as I attended Celebrate Recovery very faithfully and went through a 12-step program. Not only forgiving the perpetrator that had violated me, but also making amends for the people that I had hurt because of the way that I had tried to cope with keeping that a secret for many, many years and not being able to have true intimacy in any of the relationships that were most important to me. Celebrate Recovery is an awesome program. We have it here at the church. And, certainly I would encourage folks to come check us out and to try it out. And that's my way of giving back, is by allowing others and helping others through this same process that I participated in myself almost 5 years ago. So all of those things I just mentioned that were hampering me and keeping me from truly living a fulfilled life, many of those things have changed, and I'm still a work in process. But for example, I'm now able to say no. If people ask me to do something, I'm not feeling like I have to always say yes. I can evaluate it and say, no, I really don't have the time to do that, without fearing what they may think of me. I also have noticed that I have much more boldness because I can speak the truth and I can say it in love, but again, without fearing other people. I read a book a few years back called When People Are Big and God is Small. And the biggest change in my life is that God has become big and people have become small. One of the verses found in Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 14 says, you can't heal a wound by saying it's not there. And for years, that's what I did. I tried to ignore that. I tried to push it down and stuff it and pretend that it had never happened. And that took a tremendous toll on me. And so while I'm absolutely sitting here and telling you that I've been transformed, I will also say that I am still a work in process. I have made some of the closest, most deepest friendships with other men by attending Celebrate Recovery. And I'd like to close by sharing a verse found in Philippians chapter 3, verses 12 through 16, and this is the Message translation, and I love how it's worded. It says, I'm not saying that I had this all together, that I have it made, but I am well on my way, reaching out for Christ, who so wondrously reached out for me. Friends, don't get me wrong. By no means do I count myself an expert in all of this, but I've got my eye on the goal, where God is beckoning us onward to Jesus. I'm off and running, and I'm not turning back. So let's keep focused on that goal, those of us who want everything God has for us. If any of you has something else in mind, something less than total commitment, God will clear your blurred vision, and you'll see it yet. Now that we're on the right track, let's stay on it.